Scott, the transfer window has now opened. Well, first of all, we've had a couple of loan players and they've gone back to their respective clubs, Wolverhampton Wanderers and Shrewsbury Town.
Yeah, Ryan obviously gone back to Wolves, and Callum has gone back to Shrewsbury. Both did very well at a time where we were sort of struggling for depth in the defensive areas. Maz had a little injury, obviously not a little injury, quite a bad injury really, with his cartilage meniscus in the summer. So we needed cover on that left-hand side, bit of balance, and we were fortunate enough to get Callum Robertson, who filled in, really well at left back and a couple of games sort of when we were playing the back three. Leakey came in. We heard good things about him. Knew he'd had good grounding with Wolves, and obviously been part of the Wales under 19s, 18s, whatever setup, and people spoke highly of him, as did the people at Wolves. Scott Sellers, Darren Ryan, two good football men who said you'll have no problem with him, you'll be able to play, and it'll toughen him up a bit, and it certainly has done, because he's come here, and I remember me and you going to watch him the week before in the reserve game against West Brom, and coped really well, and you can see he's a nice footballer, but couldn't really tell how he was going to turn out defensively, as in someone strong and whatever. But I think even he'll admit that it's helped him, helped his development sort of defensively, and going to put headers in and defending properly and what have you, and some of the manufactured 23s games, it's too easy for him, and he would have been tested playing with our side. So both of them can't speak highly enough of both of them, attitude wise as well, and they fitted in perfectly with the rest of the boys. Two 19-year-old lads coming in on loan. Managers usually tend to get a bit more experienced players on loan, but I had no hesitation in putting them into the side when I felt they were ready to play. So both of them, big thank you to both of those clubs, and it'll be something we'll be looking to revisit in the future.
And one of our own squad members also is moving on, Aaron Hughes-Jones.
Yes, Aaron's going to go to Caersus. He's left in January. He will no longer be training with us and be part of the squad, and it's just one where I just felt that he was going to get more out of playing where he was, and I just didn't think that in the next year or so that he was going to progress, and I was honest enough to tell Aaron that, and he sort of he took on the chin as a lad that I knew he would do, and he's going to be moving on from TNS.
And away from the players, but still staying within the staff, Graham Classen moved on recently as well, the goalkeeping coach.
Yes, Graham's left us to go to Bangor. A bit more security for him. I think he's got a contract there at Bangor, which he wanted. Graham's done brilliant. I brought him into the club as an academy and scholarship coach, and a really good lad, and heard good things about him. And we got him in sort of on a part-time basis, and then it came about that we lost our goalkeeper coach. So I mentioned to Craig that let's have a look at Graham, obviously, and we've never looked back. But it's one of them situations where in things football move quickly, and it was within a week it was heard of the interest, and that was it really. We wish Graham all the best. Obviously going to one of our rivals, but he's a good lad, Graham, and on another time we could have kept him, but unfortunately it wasn't to be, and he's chose to go to Bangor. Wish him all the best.
Those are the goings at this moment in time. What about the comings now? First of all, staying with the position of the goalkeeping coach, anyone lined up in the immediate future?
I think we had 5 or 6 applicants. We even had one from a goalkeeper coach in Greece. Obviously that's too far for someone to come for a part-time role, so we spoke to 2 or 3 people. We had a short list of 2, and it was one where over the Christmas period we've just decided that they weren't right for whatever reason, and we're putting that we're reapplying so to speak. So we are still looking for that goalkeeper coach, and sooner rather than later, because we do need to get somebody in, even on a month basis, weekly basis, whatever we can sort out. We do need to get that in place. So that's up for grabs, and that's one of our key positions we're looking at the moment.
And finally, the playing staff. We're in the Iron Brew Cup semi-final, the Nathaniel MG Cup final, still in the JD Welsh Cup, top of the JD Welsh Premier League by 9 points. But I guess, Scott, we're in the transfer window. You're still looking and always looking to improve the squad.
Yeah, we've had a few boys in come on come on trial, and it's good to have a look at them in our environment. You know, it's not always good to see them play at their level because we can't gauge what they're like in their, you know, in their comfort zone, so to speak. So sometimes you have to, and you have to make offers to players. You know, I'm not going to lie, we've made offers to players, and for whatever reason at the moment, it's in the balance, or it's not been right for the club or for the party. So we're still looking. There's a couple of boys coming in next week. We're looking at forward players, we're looking at some strength in midfield, and we're also looking for a versatile defender. So you can see that through the spine of the team, we're looking to add depth. We're down to, I think, 22 players with 3 goalkeepers. So we've got 19 outfield players to choose from. A couple of young players in there. So, you know, we're not overloaded, and at a time where we've had players coming back from injury, and a couple of players at the moment, 3 or 4 maybe, still coming back and having little niggles, we need to strengthen. And we're also looking for the summer, not just now, but you're always looking to get that cycle continuing and not to stand still, because everyone in our league will be sort of looking to add depth to their squad. But we're not in a rush. We've got 28, 29 more days now. We're looking at getting that right player in. If that right player becomes available for the squad, if it's one where it's going to, you know, add depth, strength to our first team, that's what we're looking for, to push the other players. Is it the right type of fit? It's got to be the right fit for the dressing room, and we'll do our best to make that signing. If not, then we'll go again, and it might be where we're looking at a lone player, but we'll see. We've got our eyes and ears to the ground, and we're looking at possible additions to the squad.
Scott, as always, thank you for your time today, and of course any updates, comings or goings, we will bring them to the fans as soon as we hear the news.